Hi, my name is Toni and today I'm going to put together a project life layout from week 47 with you. And I thought this time I would do it a little bit differently. Instead of showing you the entire Studio Calico kit in its entirety, which is the November Studio Calico Project Life kit entitled Walden, I thought I would just show you the elements from that kit that I pulled out. And you'll have to let me know if you prefer it this way or the other way. I'm very interested in what you guys want to see in these videos, so I would love to hear your comments and thoughts below. First, I thought I would start with the photos. So these are some of the photos I selected. One of my daughter and her friend Lily. It's a picture of my new creative team for Toni Designs. Got a weather snapshot. Close-up of our tree lit up. Yes, we did already put it up. Close-up of fall mantle decor / the tree. My daughter looking through the week in the life album. My daughter's school. And there's a digital brush that says go outside and play at the top. Our dog on the couch. Another one of my daughter at school. Our guinea pig playing in my crafting room. Love that photo. Me standing outside in the leaves wearing a I can't believe I wore that to the bus stop outfit. And another picture of my daughter at school. So those are the photos we're starting with today. And then these are the cards I have pulled out. So I pulled out this 4x6 card that's called, it says Choose Happy. I don't know if you can, sorry, see it? I did some stitching at the top just to give it a little interest. There's one that says November, let's do this, and it has antlers at the top. There's this one that's like a watercolored print with like a mosaic. There's this one that says Evidence of Happiness. There's a floral that goes with that mosaic, same kind of watercoloring. White grid card. The back side says is in the wood. I didn't think I would use that, so I'm using the white. Then there's a white 4x6 grid card for my stash, and this watercolor card is also from my stash, and it says OMG, oh my god. And I went ahead and I used this Mr. Huey set from Studio Calico. I used lots of, not just Studio Calico stuff, but I used a lot of different things. But I really like this one. It's nice and bright. And I used it to color in that on the watercolor card. And this, I bought at Studio Calico. I want to say it was made by Life Love Paper, maybe. I don't know. It's not in the shop anymore, but I bought this a few months ago, and I have like 10 or 12 of them, and I'm trying to get over my hoarding embellishments and using things that I love more. So that's what that is. I'm sure those of you that scrapbook a lot hopefully know what I'm talking about. I'm not the only one. And then I also pulled out a bunch of different embellishments. So I'm going to use this wood veneer today. It's from the Bright and Pure collection by Studio Calico that came out this year. There's this wood veneer leaf that I got at 2 Peas in a Bucket, gosh, over a year ago. So I'm going to finally use that. A couple white chipping tags. This doily was also in the Studio Calico kit. This was in a, I think, a scrapbook kit a couple months ago, probably Poets Society maybe, and this is designed by Hello Forever, which is Marcy Penner. Still haven't used these, so I need to get on that. And then a couple Flair for my shop. This one is the I Love Dogs set, and it says I Love Dogs. And then this one is a tree, and I think it's from the, it's either 'Tis the Season or Deck the Hall set, and it's just a tree. So I'm going to use those today too. And I also pulled out from a couple months ago, I still have 2 of these gold rub-ons left. You remember the rub-on incident? Yeah, 2 of those left. I also pulled out these letter stickers. And this came in a Studio Calico Project Life kit a couple months ago. This is also from a Studio Calico kit, and I went ahead and colored a few of them. This was in the Sandlot kit. A few of them red, so they'll match my layout with Copics. If you have matte stickers that aren't super shiny, these Copics work really, really great. You can alter them. So that's a good tip for you. These, oh my gosh, I love stars. I love stars. Love, 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 love stars. These are gold glitter ones from the Atlantic collection from Studio Calico a year and a half ago. And I'm going to use a few. Okay, and then these cut apart labels designed by Hello Forever were in the Week in the Life kit, and I finished my album. It's on my channel. I just uploaded it earlier this week, actually, or no, I guess it was last week. There's some of these left, so I thought maybe I might try to use a few of those. So that's what I'm starting with today. So I'm gonna put you on pause for a second, and then I'm gonna start laying out my week. So now I have everything all spread out, and I'm gonna start doing the process part with you. And I just had a couple things to show you. There's the stamp set that came with the kit that I actually ended up not using, and then a bunch of tabs. They're these light blue vellum tabs that say the days of the week on them. That part is cut out, and then they come with gold paper clips, and they're really, really cute. And I end up using a few of those on the layout, so I just wanted to show those to you. So you'll see that I'm already starting to put some of the pictures in pockets, and the ones that I know, or at least I think that I'm not going to add anything to, I like to put them in pockets because then I feel like, wow, I've already getting some stuff accomplished. In the picture right there, you'll see that I added a digital stamp or a digital brush to, and that's an Allie Edwards one. I think it's called it might even be called Go Outside, and that I bought years ago at Designer Digitals. And I'm thinking about putting a label on the bottom right corner because there's kind of like a weird tree shadow that I just wanted to cover up because it's, you know, not really needed, and I wanted a spot to put these letter stickers. I did the same trick that I did in another video with these. When you have letter stickers, especially when they're matte finish like these ones, you can use Copic markers to color them and make a match. And since this layout had red and not pink, I did that again, so it worked very well. And when I do my stamping, I like to use this We Are Memory Keepers So Easy matte. I bought the So Easy tools in the matte a long time ago, and I didn't end up liking the So Easy tool, but that matte is awesome. I think when you use any kind of matte underneath when you stamp, it just helps make it really precise and everything. So I just went ahead and dated that, and that card is done. Now I'm looking at this 4x6 card, and it's just a really simple date card. The card that came with the kit said, or it's going to be a date card, said choose happy, and I added a little bit of stitching on top of that just because I wanted some texture, but I really liked that it was white with a little bit of a light blue grid. And I'm also going to use these gold stars that I have been hoarding for far too long. I think I end up actually putting like 3 on the layout. Yeah, 3. So I was really proud of myself for using some of them because I can't get them anymore. And then I'm using my Pebbles date stamp and my Versamark Onyx ink and just putting the dates. And this week ended up being November 17th to November 23rd, which is week 47. And then I use these stickers that came in the kit. I believe they came in the Walden kit. And I just add week 47 right to it. I know a lot of people line up letter stickers with rulers, but honestly for me, that takes so long that it's easy for me just to stick it on there. And if they're a little bit wonky, they are. Life's too short, right? So, and the star was actually self-adhesive, but I added a staple to it because I just thought it needed something there. And I like how that one turned out. I really like that date card. I find that I'm really drawn to more simple layouts lately and kind of a modern or linear look to them. And I stepped away for a second, and I love that my phone's just like messages are coming on it all the time. I think eventually I turn it upside down because it's annoying me. So, and I take a 4x6 grid card I have for my stash, and I'm just sticking these 2 3x4 things to it because it's going to go in a 4x6 pocket, and I want to make sure that, you know, the pictures aren't going to shift and overlap each other and whatnot. I mean, I guess I could have used my sewing machine and stitched down it, but this was just easier. So, and it's another really, really simple pocket. I'm going to add a label to the top just because basically didn't even need to. I just thought it was cute and I'm trying to use those up. So I was like, okay, I'll go ahead and add a little label. And then that pocket's done too. Oh, no, got to add my date first. And, you know, I'm a big fan of always checking, and I've said this in other videos, I think a few of them actually, of always checking to make sure your date's all lined up and that you have it all right on a piece of paper first. Because if you don't,
I swear, like at least half of the time you'll end up putting the wrong one down. You'll put the wrong year or wrong something, and that's just so annoying. No one wants to do that, right? So now I'm taking one of these 3x4 pictures, and sorry, I'm turning off my email inbox. It just keeps beeping, and I don't want it to keep beeping in this voiceover. I'm taking one of those 3x4 pictures, and I added a tab to the top, and then I have this little picture that I had printed that ended up being, I think it was like 2 inches tall by like 2.8 wide, and I'm just adding a little shipping tag underneath. Use my this to that dot roller adhesive by American Crafts to stitch it down. Sorry. And just cut off the extra, and this time I'm using the, is it called Stadler? I don't know, maybe someone could tell me how to say it. I'm using those pens because truthfully, I was too lazy to dig around for a precision pen. I ended up putting a lot of them in a bag with my planner stuff, and they weren't on my desk, so I just used that. And that works great too, and it's also archival quality. But I think I do like to use the precision pens better. It's a slightly finer nib, and I kind of write big, so I find that it's a little bit easier. Yeah, at least for me. But I really do love those pens too. I like to use those for planning. So you see that one's all done, and I like how that turned out. And now I'm gonna do the same thing. And I think with design, you know, repeating elements is good, especially from one page to the next. It kind of makes all the pockets flow together. I know a lot of people do their project life spreads where they look at each individual pocket as its own layout, and they don't necessarily worry about all the colors going together across the pages. And I think that's great. And I did that my first year. But lately I've been just, I really like having both pages have similar colors and themes going across. So it's more like one big layout with a bunch of little pockets, but they all coordinate. I just really like doing it that way. Went off screen for a second. Oh yeah, I was adding some stitching. I have a sewing machine, a brother's sewing machine I got on Amazon about a year ago, and I really like it. I only honestly use the straight stitch. I think it does like 40 different stitches, and I really only do the straight stitch, and once in a while a zigzag. And I got it mainly for scrapbooking, but I have used it to sew, well, pretty much all the curtains downstairs in my house. I'm not a great sewer, but I mean, if you're doing curtains that clip on, basically it's just sewing a rectangle. I did line them though, which that was tricky. And the ones over our slider I lined with blackout lining, so that was really tricky because that was slippery and that took a long time, but I figured it out. So, and I really like them. So, but back to scrapbooking. So that that top right photo, I added a tab, another one of those tabs, those vellum tabs that are really, really cute, with a gold paper clip, and those came with the kit too. And I also added a gold star in the corner. I like to add stuff to the corners, especially when there's like rectangles and squares meeting up. Like I think it's good to add round objects or other shapes like stars or hearts. You'll see that I use the same things again and again. I'm obsessed with stars, and I also love circles, and I'm starting to really love diamonds and triangles too. I just like really basic shapes. You know, you can't go wrong with them. And things that are like gold or, you know, navy, red colors that you use again and again, I mean, you're going to use those supplies. So that's nice. And I'm adding one of the flares from my shop here. I decided to add that before the star. And then I actually added to the outside of the page protector using a glue dot. I had to use a small one because that's what I had at the time, but I think I ended up replacing it with a larger one. And I find that if you use those glue dots to the outside of your page protector, those things do not move. So they work really well. And then this photo, I decided to go ahead and use that little bit of the 3x4 card there, just because I wanted some color there and just kind of break up all the white. I thought it was cute, but I still really like that the background is white behind it. And then I added another one of those gold star stickers, and actually they stick very, very well without the tiny attacher. I just really like how it looks and the added texture. And I did my date stamp. And a lot of times I'll, if there's room, like I'm doing journaling, I will stamp off and just keep stamping the date again and again, and it gets lighter, and I like that. And if there's not a lot of room, I just stamp once. So, and now this part, the video, I sped it up to like 4 or 8 times because it takes me forever to do these stickers, and I was like, you don't want to watch that. And I didn't even want to watch it that long. And the stickers say, yes, I wore that because I went to pick my daughter up at the bus stop, and I have to walk like up the block and around the corner. It's probably about the equivalent of 2 blocks to the bus stop. And I was wearing this hideous outfit, like black dress socks, some striped shoes, and then I had on like these blue stretch pants that are way too big because I'd been cleaning the house, on like a peach tank top and this navy cardigan that had a stain on the front. And I was just like, oh my God, I cannot believe I walked to the bus stop in this. But I did. You know, we all do that sometimes, right? And now the layout is done, and I have the last 2 journaling cards I have journaled on, and I also added my flare button to the bottom left with the Christmas tree on it. That's also in my shop. The link will be below. So I'm just showing you the left page, and then this is the right page. I love that picture of the guinea pig. That is Snickers. In the last video I did, the December daily one, I showed you Snickers. And actually I have a surprise for you today as well. And if you like Project Life videos like this and cute furry animals, don't forget to subscribe, and please like the video below. And this is our other guinea pig Oreo. I thought I would show him to you today since he wasn't in the last video. Have a great, great day. Thank you.